It's time to spend some time with Rick.
So it's my understanding you had a dream last night.
I did. Okay, so...
This was last night?
Yeah, I don't know why. It was like 6 o'clock this morning because I woke up. And I was just... I don't know, I fell back asleep and I woke up at like 8. But I had this... It was so weird. So, all of our family was here for some reason. It wasn't like Christmas or anything. And we were at some person's house. No idea, I've never been there before. But we were like all outside playing in the street for some reason.
Okay.
I don't know why. But I think it was Micah who ran out of the house, like down the street, screaming at us like, there's an active shooter, they're coming down the street.
Excellent.
And you need to run.
Wow.
Run towards the tennis court at the end of the street. It was like a cul-de-sac, but it was a tennis court.
Okay.
And Grandpa's there.
Michael would be the one to let us know about law breaking
Exactly.
happening. Yeah.
So he's like, run towards the tennis court. So we all start running.
Okay.
And we get there and Grandpa's like, everybody just line up against the walls of the tennis court. So we all sat there. And some lady, an Indian woman, came and stood in the tennis court and was like, the active shooter is here. And
Very calmly like that?
very calmly. It was so weird because everybody was so calm about it. I was like, okay. And they're like, they're here and they only want to shoot 2 people. And it's Ashley and Alexis. We were like, I started bawling my eyes out. I was like, I'm gonna die today. This is what's gonna happen. But then the shooters come. It's actually 2. They were saying it's 1, but
okay.
it's 2.
So 2 of them, 1 for each of you.
They come and then they start explaining why they were gonna kill me and Ashley.
Okay.
I don't remember why.
Very polite shooters.
But then you come along and you're very calm. And you come up to me and Ashley and you go, we have to dance. And I was like, okay. He's like, and we're gonna dance to Apna Thai Maiga right now. And we were like, me and Ashley were like, okay, we got it. We full on start dancing, fully choreographed. Me and Ashley knew exactly what we were doing. Fully danced to Apna Thai Maiga, the whole thing. Everybody loved it. And then at the end of the dance, the shooters came and hugged me and Ashley. And they were like, wow, the love that I just saw. Wow, we're not gonna kill you. And we were like, okay, and then I woke up.
I freaking love this dream. There's several things about this dream I love. First of all, I love the fact that you literally had a Bollywood movie for a dream.
It was so
Where there was a musical number in the middle of it. And so the song was playing, or was any one of us doing...
No, the song just started playing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we had a fully choreographed musical number to Apna Thai Maiga.
Yeah.
And we won over the hearts of people who hated you.
For some reason, they just wanted to shoot only Ashley and I.
Right, but see, that's the power of Gully Boy and of Indian cinema to bridge countries and unify people and change hate to love even happens in dreams.
Apparently.
That's freaking awesome.
I woke up and I was like, that was... And it all made sense, obviously.
Of course it does.
Everything was like, oh, of course we have to dance.
Well, aren't you...
Like, of course, that's the answer.
Of course, that's the answer. You have active shooters standing here ready to kill you. Gotta
so
dance.
perform a dance.
Of course. When you dream, are you like me? And that no matter what's going on in the dream, no matter how absurd, irrational, or defying logic the circumstances or activities may be, I never think I'm having a dream. I always think it's real.
No, it felt so real.
Right, it's always real.
I was like, oh, this is happening
and
to
it made
me
total sense
right
to
now.
bust into a Gully Boy dance number to stave off the killers.
Yes.
Yeah. Of course. Why wouldn't you do that? Hey, Alexis.
Hi.
Are you going to eat some food?
Yeah.
What you going to eat?
Salad.
Salad from Salada. I'm going to do a mix of spring and kale over there.
A spring mix?
Yeah, that
Okay.
one and the and kale. And again, that's a.
Okay.
By the way, you got the best hat.
That's okay.
Oh yeah,
Thank you.
best hat.
It's okay?
That's fantastic.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you. I would love tomato
Tomato,
and cucumber
cucumber,
and mushroom
mushroom,
and broccoli
broccoli.
and onions.
How many onions?
Let's do 3.
Anything else?
Sprouts.
Sprouts.
Yes, please. And then over here, like 4 scoops of beets.
Anything else for you?
Let's do some kidney beans
Guinea beans.
and garbanzo beans.
Garbanzo.
Oh yeah. Egg.
How many eggs?
Let's do 2.
Anything else?
Jalapenos.
Jalapeno.
Sí.
It's okay?
Sí. Uno más.
That's it?
Sí.
That's it?
1 balsamic vinaigrette.
Inside?
Inside.
Okay. That's it?
That's it.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Avocado chicken.
Spicely, no avocado, but I would like the spicy chipotle chicken.
Anything else for you?
No, thank you.
Thank you.
How much do you like eating here?
A lot.
We eat here a lot, don't we? It's like one of our main go-to places, isn't it? And then what are we doing after this?
Seeing Frozen 2.
You excited? Carbs, 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 carbs. It's tomato basil soup, chipotle white bean soup, and broccoli soup, and bacon. What kind of cheese did you get in yours?
Small pesto.
That's my salad. Check that out. And then there's Alexis's salad. Oh, yeah. What are we doing now, Alexis?
Seeing Frozen.
Seeing Frozen? I've seen Frozen already.
Frozen 2.
Oh, Frozen 2. You think it's going to be any good?
I'm sure it's gonna be crap.
And more, go to newbie.com and I'll catch you next time.
Geico makes it easy to get help when I need it. With licensed agents available 24/7, it's not just easy. It's having Jerome Bettis on your flag football team easy. Go get him, bus! Oh, not that easy.
What you got there?
Almonds,
Chocolate covered almonds.
raisins.
Chocolate covered raisins.
I feel like most people hate raisins.
What happened?
My elbow.
You hit your elbow?
I hit it on this.
Oh, I'm so sorry. The chocolate covered almonds are for me, the chocolate covered raisins for her, but we may
I
share.
don't know what you're saying.
I was talking to them.
Oh.
I was telling them, be quiet!
And now, we're proud to present AMC Stubs A-List. Step up to the star status you deserve and see up to 3 movies every week. See any movie at more than 600 AMC theaters nationwide, even on our biggest and best screens. That hard-to-get ticket to the next big movie could be yours. Make free reservations online for these movies and more. Coming soon to an AMC near you.
My elbow is still hurting.
Your elbow hurts? How about your shoulder?
I'm gonna have a bruise.
Shh, it's quiet now.
Stop, there's people. Big disrespect.
Oh, it's cats. We gotta go now.
Bye.
I got it. Look at this tree. Outside of the movie theater, the way the sun is hitting it, that is just ridiculously beautiful. Oh my goodness. That is so freaking pretty. Okay, so we just finished watching Frozen 2. I think this is actually a good idea. I was thinking about this as we were watching the movie because I knew I would want to film us talk. Like, you do a buddy time, and then you actually do like a little review of the movie as you're driving away, fresh right out of the theater. So
That
here
is
we are,
smart.
right?
Yeah.
So here we are, fresh out of the theater. What are your thoughts about what you just saw?
It's so good. Comparatively to like the first one,
It's better than the first one.
that never
And
happens.
I'm flabbergasted because when Corbin and I watched the trailer for it, I was really
yeah.
disappointed because what it looked like was just something Disney was going to spit out for making some money. I saw some silly things, didn't catch much of a story, heard none of the songs, and thought, oh,
Yeah.
looks like they're gonna just ride on the coattails of Frozen's success and just make a holiday film that little kids will go see and they'll be entertained. That'll be great. I did not expect what we saw.
So good.
It is unquestionably for me the biggest, most wonderful surprise of the year for me.
Oh yeah.
At every level.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say, honestly.
First of all, the animation.
Oh. Unbelievable.
Her
Yeah, the
little jewels on her dress. Every time she moved a moment, the light would shift on the jewels. And that one dress, when it appeared, and I said, "Nice dress," and it had the
It was like a I don't know what you call it.
shimmery clear.
Yeah, like a.
What are they called? I know what there's a word for it.
I'm thinking like veil, like
It's
a
not a veil
over.
but yeah, it's you can see through it. That is on the outside of a dress. Anyway, that was amazing because you could see through it.
Yeah.
But then there was that moment when they were standing in the forest, which was constantly filled with the attention to detail on each and every single leaf.
Yeah, and the way that they moved.
Yeah, just with not even a heavy breeze, just with like the outside air making leaves shift like they would outside. The attention to detail.
The water.
Their
hair.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing is they've been getting water and hair for a long time. I remember when we saw Finding Nemo.
Oh yeah.
I remember saying out loud and getting emotional, look what they've done. It was so beautiful and so perfect. At the very beginning of this, you and I we both looked at each other and we're like,
Yeah.
the beauty of the animation. There's a maturity to this movie too.
Oh yeah.
The storyline, the music, it's a really mature animated film. Really deep messages. You know what's one of my favorite things about this movie? Among its many messages? It is probably... I would tell other studios and people making animated films who want to get out a message that... Because here's the thing. Sometimes films will get out a message about our current situation in the world, and they'll be proselytizing or preachy in the message or heavy-handed in the message, you know, about whether it's treating people fairly, whatever.
Yeah.
This one clearly has a really strong message about, to me, tell me if you agree, a really strong message about climate change and about stewardship of the planet and about relationship with the elements.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? And even to the extent that they gave you not strong, but strong enough, a pretty strong essence. Those people in the forest. By the way, there's a spoiler now. Look at the sun above my shoulder, shining so bright. If you are going to go see Frozen 2, you should probably stop watching this now and come back, because we're about to talk about some salient points in the plot and the story. So you've been warned. Spoiler alert! Did you pick up on the fact that tribe of people in the forest that the grandfather betrayed they weren't, but they were Native American?
Oh yeah.
I mean, even the way they gave some of them facial structure, which for the Western mind here in America, there's been no people group that we would have grown up with recognizing that connection to Earth and stewardship of the planet without going all the way into the aspects of like the trees have a spirit. They didn't go that far into it.
Yeah.
But they gave you that sense with the elements of earth, water, fire, and whatever the other one is.
Air.
Air. That the elements were actually in... the elements themselves were in rebellion against what human beings were doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? And that a human needed to right it in order for everything to get back into balance. But it did it in a really subtle way, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, the music.
Yeah. Literally took it up like a bajillion notches.
Which is amazing.
Like when I first heard Let It Go, I was like, what the heck?
Yeah. Yeah. But the other songs, as much as I enjoyed them, like Wanna Build a Snowman is a really sweet, beautiful song, right? The song of Frozen is Let It Go.
Yeah.
I mean, it is the quintessential mountaintop of the film.
Yeah.
This film has 3 songs that are deeply emotionally connecting. Like, move you to tears connecting. Did you cry?
Oh, yeah. Obviously. That's not even a question.
You know what song, obviously, I love Show Yourself.
I cried during that.
Uh-huh. And so there's 2 that Elsa has that got me emotional. The Show Yourself, and then, what's the other one? The big other one that she sings.
I don't know what it's...
Into the Unknown.
Yeah.
Those 2. Into the Unknown and Show Yourself, which is the beautiful thing of Show Yourself is the double message of wanting that voice to show itself, but also a message to yourself to show yourself that you can do it, right? The one that really like came up behind me and slapped me on the behind was Anna's song.
Anna's song. That's when I started bawling.
I was having a hard time composing myself. That totally took me by surprise, and I was having a hard time just not being a like loud crying, sobbing moron in the theater. You know, like going.
Yeah. I want to see it again.
Oh.
Like right now. I would just go back in and watch it again.
Absolutely. It's funny. There's a lot of people, I think, that are haters of Disney just because Disney's gotten so big. I'm sorry, everybody. They're knocking it out of the park on a regular basis.
Geniuses.
Walt Disney would be proud.
Yeah.
Walt Disney would be proud of the creative team because they didn't do what I was afraid was going to happen. Boy, talk about... Corbin and I say this all the time. Don't judge a film by its trailer. It's like don't judge a book by its cover. It's the exact same principle. If there was ever an example of this, I've never seen a film that was so good with a trailer that was so disappointing.
Yeah, they left out so much in the trailer. You would never know.
And I think they may have done that on purpose.
Probably so.
I think they did that on purpose because they knew people would come out to see this because it's Disney and it's
Frozen too,
and they trusted word of mouth would be strong. I'm going because of word of mouth. The only reason I wanted to see this is because Ashley came back and said, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
I would have never paid to go see this. And now I want to take other people to go see this. The last animated film I saw that I was as moved by and enjoyed and thought was a really beautiful animated film was Coco.
Oh, yeah, I love
And this
Coco.
is a very, very different film. It's, I mean, they're apples and oranges, but as surely as when I saw Coco, when I saw Coco, I didn't expect it to be as great as it was.
Yeah.
I didn't. Did you expect it to be this good?
No, not at all. Not at all.
in closing, can we just talk about how great Olaf is?
He's so much better in this movie too. Like I thought he couldn't get any better.
How many times did we laugh because of Olaf in this
He's
film?
too good.
20?
He's so good. The tiny things that he says are just so stinking funny.
You know, my favorite thing he said is the second time he says it.
What?
Samantha.
Oh, Samantha.
It's the second one. The first time was random enough that it was hysterical and I laughed out loud. But then when he looks
He looks at me and goes, Samantha?
he looks into the hole and he's serious. That's what made it
He's
funny.
dead serious.
He was dead serious. It's like he had just a moment ago laughed at himself for being so stupid that he doesn't even know is Samantha. And this next moment, he's deadly serious, like he cares about this Samantha. He's like, so good.
Oh my gosh.
And the Jonathan Groff song was, thank you for the 1980s Bryan Adams style Disney just serving up. Okay, you guys, you were upset about us not giving Jonathan Groff a song. Here you go. Here's his song. Oh, and who the freak is the lead singer for Panic at the Disco?
I don't know his name, but I've always known he's like insane.
Freak of nature.
Yeah.
For those of you who've seen the film, which I'm assuming is all of you because I told you those of you who didn't see the film to not be watching this right now, Panic at the Disco sings the, which song is it? It's
Into the Unknown.
Into the Unknown.
Yeah.
And the lead
In the
singer
credits.
is insane.
Yeah.
His range is like, put your head back and drop your jaw and say, who the freak is that inhuman beast? What was that? Right?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And we sat through, I like sitting through the credits just to see the creative team and honor the creative team and see the names of everybody and just marvel at what a community it takes to create a motion picture, right? Especially the people who were involved in caffeination. That credit for me was hysterical. But they could have not even shown credits. I'd have just sat there to listen to the songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. 2 big enthusiastic thumbs up.
Yeah.
Micah will love that.
He will. He needs to see it.
And then he'll immediately go home
And learn
and learn all the songs on the piano. So do you have anything you want to say to the stupid babies before you go away?
No.
And are you ever going to come back on our stupid reactions? Because you've been avoiding us for like months and months and
Have
months.
I been asked?
Yeah, it's an open door policy from Corbin and I.
I need to be asked.
Would you come back on OSR?
I'll pray about it.
Wow.